Wow, that was wildly rude. Like, you bought something for everyone and I didn't even cross your mind.
Guitar player for A wrote me a critique on my critique.
I'd be like, oh, by the way, this are awful. And they'd be like, I love this and this.
Hello and welcome to Nick and Kristen in the podcast. I'm Nick, that's Kristen, and today we're talking about the flexes that men have that turn women on. Something that actually turns women on. Mm-hmm. Who knew? And then, of course, I got critiqued on my critique as I was a judge in Battle of the Bands. Yeah. I'm surprised this is the first one I got, but it was a very, very nice critique in a nice, mean way, I guess. But first, I want to tell you about the Clark County Trash Pandas. They are the basketball team that's coming to Vancouver or the Clark County area here starting in March. They're going to be a professional basketball team. We can rally behind them and adopt them as our own team. If you want to go check them out, check out clarkcountytrashpandas.com. They are the official sponsor of Nick and Kristen in the podcast.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And we're also going to tell you about how you can win tickets to an AC/DC cover band coming up in about 7 minutes. It's a terrible tease.
Don't try to radio tease this.
I know. Well, it's coming. We'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, it's coming up.
But first, so women are sharing the guy flexes that instantly make them attractive. Mm-hmm. What's something, without looking at the list, what's something that instantly makes men attractive to you, Kristen?
Having a plan.
A plan?
Yeah.
Is in general?
Just like in general, yes. Like in life, sure. But also like being like, hey, guess what we're doing this weekend? Here's what I have planned for us.
Okay. So.
Amazing.
If I start planning stuff, it's like,
Yeah, that would be nice. I would be shocked after 17 years, all of a sudden, for it to start happening.
Well, I didn't know it affected you that way.
I've told you multiple times, hey, you can plan stuff too, and that's done nothing. So.
That's just, I felt nagging. It wasn't very much like, oh, by the way.
No.
Hubba.
It's an attractive
well, now
quality.
I know. Guess what we're doing this weekend? I'll tell you later.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so number one was thoughtfulness.
Yeah.
The little things like grabbing a snack or a drink for them if he's getting one for himself.
Yeah.
I feel like I do that, okay?
Yeah.
What?
There's one core memory for me. Like, I remember when your mom was here at one point, the last time, and I went into the cupboard and I saw like a Hershey bar, an Almond Joy, and a Kinder Egg because you had just gone to the store. Uh-huh. And I was like, wow, that's kind of a wild choice to get me an Almond Joy. Like, I don't normally love Almond Joys, but I do enjoy it. Like, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got me an Almond Joy? And you're like, no, that's from my mom. And I was like, and the Kinder Egg's for Lily, right? And you're like, yeah. And I was like, and the Hershey bar's for you? And you're like, yeah. And I was like, so I got nothing? And you were like, oh, yeah, no, I can go get you something right now. And I was like, don't bother.
So one time.
No, but it's just a memory. Like,
I get that, but I feel
I was like, oh. I read you the riot act then.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that was wildly rude. Like, you bought something for everyone and I didn't even cross your mind.
I forget why, but I'm sure, I should have got you something, so I don't know why. I normally do.
Yeah.
Loving animals.
Yeah.
When animals love a man.
Yeah.
And he loves them back by being gentle and nice to them.
Definitely.
Enormous green flag.
Yeah.
I like cats.
I know. And cats love you.
Yeah.
So, that's a good flag.
Humility. Being able to admit that they don't know certain things.
Yeah.
That they might not be the smartest or strongest person in the room.
Definitely. You can't be smart at everything. Just
it's
admit
true.
it, right?
I feel like I'm all right with that.
Yeah, you're okay with that.
Being prepared. Thinking ahead, anticipating things correctly makes life much smoother, not to be moving from disaster to disaster. I
feel like that hits really close to home right now.
This is the only instance in the 16 years where there was no plan for me.
Yeah.
But I had a plan, but I didn't have a plan on if that plan failed.
Yeah, right.
And so I was not
not
the
prepared.
Super Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Kindness to randoms. It's noticed and bodes well for future relationships.
Yeah,
so,
like when you're nice to the server. I've heard that from other women. Like, if they're mean and they're demanding, like, that's a no.
Yeah, I feel like on first dates, it's a good way to tell if someone's like gonna be a
good
cool
person, right?
Yeah, you go and you maybe even have a mistake happen on purpose. I've heard of guys doing this.
Oh, that's
like,
super manipulative and icky and gross.
I know, but if they freak out over it, he's like, okay, well, I don't really care if you think I'm
But if
manipulative.
you're being super manipulative to see if somebody's nice,
that's a good point, too.
Then you're kind of the psycho.
So we're meant to be. Competence. Don't flex. Don't make a fuss. Just do the thing and do it well.
Just do it.
Just do it. Just get it done.
It.
Making clear plans ahead of time.
Hey, it made it on the list.
And keeping them.
Yes.
So like, hey, we're going to do this and then not come back
and then
later.
not being like on that day, be like, oh, I don't feel like doing it anymore.
Yeah, or what were we supposed to do?
Yeah, that's annoying.
Being able to easily build things. You know what?
I mean, I don't really
I get
like.
that.
Yeah, that's a cool skill. I mean, I think it's just a cool thing in general. But
Yeah.
like, also, I know that not a lot of people are taught those kinds of things. So where are you supposed to learn it? But
Yeah.
going back to like being competent, going to YouTube and looking it up, and not just throwing your hands up and going, "Well, that's for somebody else to deal with," right?
Yeah.
Like it's like the learning and the digging in.
Yeah, because I want to know how to build stuff. That would be cool.
Yeah.
But I just have no reason to build anything. So.
Well, it's hard right now because I also want to build stuff.
Yeah.
And I've often said to myself, like, what's stopping me? And it's like lumber. Like
Lumber's expensive.
Lumber prices are insane right now.
Yeah.
I don't have the luxury of buying like all these things for this hobby that may not go anywhere. So it's like
Yeah.
at the moment, I'm not doing that.
I can only make so many tables.
Right.
Because I've seen you make your soaps where you make like 1,000 soaps.
I know.
And then it's like,
and then it's
all
like,
right,
what do I do with all the soaps?
I want to keep making soap. But I
But,
now
like,
I have
at some
1,000
point,
soap.
yeah,
And I
what's
don't
the
want to sell
point?
soap. And nobody wants my soap. So
No.
yeah, same thing.
Agreed.
Remembering things.
Oh, yeah.
My guy remembers things I don't even remember telling him. Things I like, things I've done, things I'm stressed about, and quietly does things to make my life easier using that knowledge.
There's somebody that I saw on TikTok, and he said that he keeps a notes app in his phone. Every time his wife mentions, like, oh, I like that smell.
Yeah.
Like, she'll walk away and he'll write it down. Or when she says, like, oh, like, that's such a cute purse, like, he'll write down the name brand of it. And I think that's just, like, the sweetest, kindest thing, because it's like, okay, you might not have a great memory, but, like, you're working to combat that, right? Like, you're
Yeah.
not using it as a crutch to be like, oh, well, I forget everything all the time. Like, it's like, no, you're making a conscious effort. And I love that.
I do have notes on you. It's been a while, but you're so hard to shop for.
I'm not. I'm so easy to shop for.
You're not.
I'm so easy to shop
You're
for.
not,
It's
though.
stupid.
You're not. You have all the things.
I
And
don't.
Then there's nothing you actually want. Like,
No, there's tons of things I want. There's not a lot
Well,
of things I need.
yes.
There's a distinction.
Well, there's not a lot of things that
tons
you want that
things
are
I
under
want.
$500.
Well, but there are though.
Okay.
Like there is tons of things. Like I guess if you went into my TikTok, like there's all these saved things of like, I want that stationery. I like that purse. I like this wallet. Like I like this candle. Like it's all these different things of like one day I'll get to it.
Yeah, but you don't use purses. You have several.
It doesn't matter.
Things. I know, but I'm not going to buy you
Don't
stuff
make it
that
practical.
I
You're,
know.
you're
Well,
reading
you-
too much into it. Like
guess,
if I had
but-
the purse, I would use it. Like, or I wouldn't. And I would just lovingly look at it and just be like, oh my gosh, that was so sweet. He got it for me. It's not your job to decide if I'm going to use it or not. If I
guess.
want it.
I just hate buying you stuff that you don't ever use. Like
what?
well, like if I buy you something that either you don't need or you have other things of that you don't ever
What? Name
like,
something.
use.
Name something you've bought me that I have never used or I don't like.
I can't think of it.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Like, well,
'Cause I
because I
use
don't buy you those things
everything.
that you don't need.
I know,
So,
but like everything you buy me, I use. And everything, like, it's just, like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I'm like the easiest person in the world to shop for.
you think
No,
you have
I
a
am.
lot of stuff. All
Cool
right.
pens, nice stationery kits, little notes, like stickers, cool books, journals, perfumes, home fragrances. Like it's just pick a category and just go with it.
Proactive problem solving. I think that comes
yeah.
down. That comes back to the same thing.
Yeah.
Making people feel comfortable.
Yeah, I like
If
that.
you have that's a turn on. Being musical. I'd love if he plays guitar, hopefully with me. Having musical chemistry is very, very hot.
I think, yeah, I love the music aspect, but sometimes
Classic.
that can be kind of like if it's their whole life, then
Yeah.
it becomes an obsession.
Classic guitar player gets the girl.
Right,
That
it's
happens every
true.
time. Not being a complainer or a whiny baby.
Of course, nobody likes that, regardless.
I'm a complainer.
Yeah.
Thanks. Forklift certified. My man got twice as attractive when he said that.
Oh my gosh, no, I'm okay.
Forklift certified.
I'm good, man.
Someone said becoming mayor and actually working for the people.
Are they talking about Mandami?
Yeah,
Like every girl's
maybe.
like,
Yeah. All right. Guy flexes. So if you're
Okay.
a guy listening, just do those things.
that's how you just have to be a normal
Yeah.
human being, man. All of those apply to women too. Like these are not like just male things. It's
Yeah.
just the things that are lacking from males.
Just be a good person
Just be
and
like
remember
a
stuff.
decent person.
and show people you care.
Yes.
I guess.
And
That's
say
fine.
that you care.
And say that you care. And
Yeah.
stuff like that. Or else you're going to find yourself divorced, is what I'm hearing from the other side of the screen.
Yeah.
I got critiqued on my critiqued. And I'll tell you that after this. We've got tickets to give away for a AC/DC cover band called Shoot to Thrill. There's going to be a concert on August 1st at the O'Keefe Farms here in Vancouver. So you do have to live or be
Locally,
near
please.
Vancouver unless you want to fly up for this, which would be super weird.
I mean, it's cool and all.
Yeah, we're going to put the contest up on our Facebook page. So you can learn all the details about it there. And you can win a pair of tickets to go check out the show. We're introing the band and stuff, so that'll be cool.
Who doesn't want a former radio show host to intro an AC/DC cover band? We're going to be there. It's going to be fun. The tickets are valued at the $30 each, so it's a nice night out for you and a partner.
Yeah, and we love O'Keefe Farms. You can see
yeah.
they've got all their sunflowers that are getting ready to go, so that's going to be
best.
cool. So I was the judge of Battle of the Bands at a local country bar
The Ponderosa.
out here. Hey. Don't be calling him out.
Oh, what? This is a good thing.
Like, well, no, because I got yelled at. So,
well, whatever.
It was between two bands that I like both equally. In fact, the one that didn't win, I was going, she definitely won. So it was between should I name the bands? Is that weird?
No. A and B, please.
A and B. B won, and the guitar player for A wrote me a critique on my critique. So, well, because they were upset that they didn't win.
Of course,
which everybody is. And he felt that he wanted to point out some things that he felt were unfair. I mean, I guess I can point out the things.
Oh, boy.
They're not so...
I mean, it's bold to write a critique about somebody's critique. Like, I understand, but at what point, I don't mean this to be mean, but it's like, when does it not look like sour grapes, right? Like,
yeah.
Because what are you going to do about it now? Like, you already declared the winner.
Yeah. So one of the things, this person it was a girl leading a band and a guy on the other band. So since this person was the only participant, he called out for her fashion and her looks. Even the DJ chimed in with some innuendo a couple times.
Well, that's not cool.
Yeah. I agree. So my response to that one was, as a man with a daughter and a wife who's made me aware of how terrible and sexist men are, I purposely tried to avoid all comments about her looks and outfit choice. What I had previously said when they performed before was they were all wearing black, and my recommendation for her was to wear a different color. I said
she stood out a little bit
you should wear a different color so that you pop away from the band because you're kind of falling.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't feel like sexist at all.
And when I saw her last night, she did it. And so
she wore a color?
Yeah. So she was like in a bright blue dress and they were all in black. And I was like, just want to say, thank you for taking the advice of popping out and taking a different color.
Okay,
so,
I don't think that's a problem then.
The other judges may have said something about her wearing a tight dress and like how hard it is to get. They're like, oh, it's hard for you to get off stage, like, or because you were wearing such a tight dress and blah, blah, blah. And so I purposely tried to avoid that conversation because of you. You've taught me well.
Thank you.
It said, your strongest criticism of her performance was coming out with 3 songs without talking much. However, it was unanimous feedback that they received the judges in the semifinal. They wanted less talk, more rock at the top of the set. And I said, I disagree with that completely. I had no idea that was something that they would say because she came out, she sang 3 songs and then said hi and then continued on to say, like, she didn't even have like a conversation.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
Hi. And so one of my critiques was like, I just felt like you didn't come alive.
A little disconnected from the audience.
Yeah, you didn't come alive till halfway through the set.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, she didn't give me any stories behind the music that she wrote. And so I was like, I would love stories.
Oh, really interesting.
And so now that I know that the other judges had told her to not talk, which I feel like is also sexist. And then per the rules of the battle, so there was a conflict with the schedule and they had to move everything around.
Okay.
And so I was like, as a judge, I knew about it because I had to show up on another day, but I felt like I shouldn't have mentioned it because he was like, you should have said so. So I'm surprised no one said anything.
I don't understand the critique. What is the issue?
Well, because the person that caused the problem never apologized or
somebody had a conflict of interest, and so they moved it.
It was
so
supposed
that
to be
everybody...
on Wednesday night, and they moved it to Tuesday night.
Oh,
and so like there's just this whole thing that
that has nothing to do with you. So.
Yeah, and so I was like, that's what I said. I'm like, hey, I knew about it, but I wasn't going to acknowledge it because it had nothing to do with their performances.
Okay.
And then he said he felt like the other band got a pass on everything the judges were consistently critiquing in other performances. Like when they started out, the bass player wasn't plugged in and he had some issues starting off. And they explained it. The song, the set between songs was a little like he would tune while talking. And I pointed that out. I was like, the transitions weren't smooth, but I appreciate you like chatting through them as you were doing it. Because like instead of just standing there awkward.
Right,
there was
of
a couple
course,
bands that did that. Yeah, I said, the other band had issues too, but I felt like that wasn't fair to judge either one of them by it. Because the first band, their mics were off, or the mic sound was off, so you could see her telling the sound guy to adjust it, and it kind of threw her off a little bit. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to judge you based on that, and I'm not going to judge him for not having his bass plugged in. So it's like I felt like that was a fair. And yeah, it's an overall great experience. So, but he's like, I was kind of drunk. If I said something rude, I'm sorry. And I was like, he was cool. And but I got, I felt like I went on, and then I was like, here's what I really wanted to say, and this is why I feel like they didn't win, because I didn't say it because I felt like it wasn't helpful. Basically, he brought his A game and she didn't, and that's how I felt. At the end of the day, to me, it felt like she was either uncomfortable or nervous or something for those first 4 songs. And now knowing that she was told not to talk makes it different, but also the energy just felt forced. Whereas the other person, energetic the whole way, and like he was like, this is the show he does. He's very confident in who he is. She has some growing to do for me personally.
Okay.
I like her better, but he won. He put on a better show.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. And I felt bad. And we were all by the end of it, we felt it was a tough decision to make.
I question as somebody that's come from like very competitive industries.
Yeah.
In the acting, singing, and everything world, like it just is. It would surprise me. Like, well, I would never think of writing somebody and being like, why didn't I win?
Yeah.
How come I didn't get that part or whatever it is? It's just like, you never know what it is. Like, you never know what it is. And I understand the not knowing is the hardest part and you do want to fix things, but it's not like you take the critique of one judge, you apply that to your set, and then in front of another judge who doesn't know anything about what the other judge said a week prior, all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, like that was great. Everybody has their own way of looking at things.
Yeah, and he kind of said that. He's like, I get everybody does it differently, and like, but he had, as a therapist, he aired his grievances. So he shouldn't have sent the email, but he felt that he needed to say this.
This would be like a great letter writing intervention, right? Like he gets everything he wants to say. It's just, I always recommend don't send it. I always recommend going, how do you feel afterwards? And do you really need to send it? Or could you maybe wait the next day and then delete it?
Yeah, he sent it.
I know. Look, there's nothing wrong with sending it.
I'm curious to see if he sent it to everybody else too. Like, if he didn't just
I'm
call me out
imagining,
specifically,
right?
That'd be weird to call. Like, I feel like I was the nicest one.
You particularly get called out for it. I mean, okay. I just don't know what's accomplished in this.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
I appreciate the feedback of the feedback. And I like, if you have some grievances,
because now
I don't want anybody mad at me.
You also wrote like a 2-page letter back to him. And it's like, that's just going to open up for him to go, well, wait a second. I disagree with this. And it's like, how long is this going to go on?
Well, until I won't respond.
I'm sorry.
At this point, like, I'm nobody. So like, you can't ruin my career.
Exactly.
So,
what are you going to do?
But yeah, so that's interesting. I don't know if that was interesting or not, but
too late.
You heard the story. It's too late. You're here
that's what
at the end.
Went on the docket for today.
So thank you for watching and listening and doing whatever you do. We appreciate you supporting the podcast. If you have a critique, feel free to email me because I'll respond.
Do you feel like you should email critiques? Like
I think so. Yeah.
Email critiques of critiques.
Tell me how much you hate me. I mean, the comments, I get it all the time. So like, tell me.
Tell me what's wrong. You never get hate. I always got the hate messages.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like never for Nick. I was always like, Nick's great. Kristen sucks.
Well, you're the one with the opinion.
I know.
And that's what you get.
I'd be like, oh, by the way, this, and this are awful. And they'd be like, I love this and this.
Yeah. Those are my favorite this and this.
I know.
So.
Anyways, who cares? I have a job now.
Yeah, now. Right. Exactly. What are you going to do now?
What are you going to
do? Now, you'll wait till she tells you her real opinion. But thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.